I do boss rush if there's not that many people online. I'd much rather commentate and watch matches because that's kind of what I want to do, is encourage all the other players in the community to get online. Oh, great fishdog with a solid runaway grave here. We saw how I played this one against EmiSocks. Let's see how fishdog can do. EmiSocks' Rook was a real challenge for me though. Yeah, knows when to do these empty jumps. Don't do vines too much. EmiSocks very, very tricky. Yeah, EmiSocks knows every single mix-up. Oh, I'm baiting a super, but it didn't come, but now it comes. Very nice stuff from fishdog. Very patient play. EmiSocks did get the first match though in this set, as you can see, by 1 win, flashing at the top there. The funny thing with EmiSocks is they almost never use the ground pounds. Landslide, there we go. They only use it as a movement tool, which I think is quite interesting. I do think you can get away. It's a very high risk move because of things like this. Yeah, and that's probably why EmiSocks is not using it. Because if the Grave player is really watching for it, and is yeah, that's just to avoid the fireball. And what a risky boot! All Grave, I'm gonna say, all Grave needs to do is sword then, and for the win, and fishdog does pull out the sword. Okay, very, very tough to play Rook in this matchup. Once the Grave is absolutely certain, of course. If Grave makes a single mistake like that, you can be in big trouble. Fishdog there jumped towards Rook once, and that's what happens. Into the blender he goes, gets squashed by the Rocky Rook, and comes out rather unhealthy on the other end of it. And that's the problem with playing. And again, once one jump forward can be all it takes. That's it. Oh, but yeah, okay. Got to do it sometimes. Got to make the other player. I do like to use a certain amount of reversals, especially the super, because that'll be anything that Rook's doing will lose to the super. A throw from Grave, that was so cheeky. I probably could have snuck a wind in there. Yeah, Grave can get a lot of damage out of jump forward situations, but it's so risky to do against Rook because you can put yourself into a mix-up, and from thence you can lose the round, and there you can lose the match. Again, yeah, just keep away from that Rook. He wants to hug you. Yeah, that's more like it from fishdog. Fortunately, yes, the dry play is the way to go. Fishdog comes through with the second match of the set win. Are we going to go for a decider? Both players have to continue, of course, into the decider of the set to play this. But they're going for it. So, and yeah, very hard. It's very hard to walk forward and block with Rook because of this. Yeah, you can only combo the sword in certain situations after that. Yeah, even if you land. That's the situation, yeah. Grave did put himself into a mix-up there. But when you've got that much of a life lead, that's when it starts to become worth taking chances with Grave. But if Rook's got more health than you, oh yeah, jump forward is never a good idea, generally speaking. I've learnt the hard way against. That's going to be punished. No. Again, put himself into a mix-up there, fishdog, but got the right answer to the mix-up, so it was okay. But once you start to play against the very, very, very best Rooks, you'll learn that any time you put yourself into a mix-up, it's not worth the chance. Because that one mix-up situation. Oh, very strong reactions from fishdog. Absolutely ready to rip that Dragon Heart.
Round 3. Fight.
Takes an impressive 2-0 start. EmiSocks gains a bit of ground. Yeah, a little bit too much C there. Now this should be a throw. Yep. Optimal punish here. Let's see what EmiSocks can do. Okay, I like that one. Especially when Grave doesn't have super. This is great. And that's the win. Excellent mix-ups from EmiSocks. There is one mix-up that EmiSocks is not using though, which is doing the safe jump splash A from Rook. When you get a good knockdown off a super or a normal throw, you can actually set yourself up to do a jump forward A, and it will actually avoid Grave's super as well if he goes for it. Yeah, again, any forward A attempt or back A attempt is risky. But a great super fishdog, really on point with the anti-air reactions. And yeah, great win to gain some ground. And that's the situation. Ah, okay. Very nice stuff from EmiSocks. Fishdog a little bit trigger happy. and doesn't have a super, so EmiSocks knows that
Round 5.
ground A is safe. But yeah, I was trying to explain the that's a punish. No, it's not. Grave gets away somehow. Interesting. Rains a bit of ground. Does another earthquake? Yeah. Okay. Oh, was that a bait on the super? If that was a purposely whiff throw from EmiSocks, EmiSocks should have been able to block that sword on reaction. Then you have got time to do a meaty sweep and then block. And a great C though. Fishdog getting a little bit trigger happy on these Cs, and that's another round for EmiSocks. EmiSocks takes the lead here. It's so tough with Grave to keep this under control, even though it looks like you can't lose when you do it right. One mistake, even the subtlest kind, can put yourself into Rook's range. And even though Rook's got two, oh, what a cheeky walk-up throw! Great sword there. That's when you need to use it against the earthquake. That's a safe one, I reckon. Yeah, or at least 1 point of damage. You're not bothered about that as Rook, as Grave, because that pushed you to full range. So risky, but that one was safe, I believe. I knew that was a jump away. I think Grave could have counter-supered that. Wasn't ready. EmiSocks in a commanding situation, but no! Fishdog with the reversal super. Just do it, says Fishdog. Pushes himself too close. Put himself into a mix-up. Oh my goodness, Fishdog. Can Fishdog pull this out? Landslide to the... Oh, an opportunity for EmiSocks there, but goes by and it creates themselves another opportunity. And just does it again. Armor crushes. Dragonheart, we are going to the final round, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic stuff from Fishdog to pull that one back with every single read going in his favour. EmiSocks got to be absolutely... Ah, didn't go for the grab. That'll work this time. That's 100% hit. Again, this is a setup. No, that's it. Perfect good. Yeah, the grabs and the meaty... Wow, wake up throw. Grave does have super now. Does not believe that Fishdog is going to super again, but he does. Great use of that wind, delaying it, not going for the windy blast fast as much as we'd like to hear it. It's not really the best move at high levels. That should be the win if he punishes this. Does. Very nicely done. Fishdog pulling it out. I do think that matchup is advantage Grave, as we've talked about, but it is a very unstable match, very tricky to play, especially EmiSocks showing absolutely brilliant play, to be honest. With Grave, it's against Grave, it's always a struggle. We've got no